Richland Northeast High School has been a part of Northeast Columbia and Richland School District 2 since 1978. In the past 34 years, the school has grown exponentially in various areas, including expanded academic and artistic offerings, student, parent, and community engagement, and good old-fashioned Cavalier pride. It is a school with a well-documented and deep-rooted history in which students, staff, alumni, and the community can be exceedingly proud. Hello, and welcome to this edition of Ariston. I'm your host, Teresa Riley Stevens. Today we're taking a closer look at what has been described as the best-kept secret in Columbia, and that is Richland Northeast High School. Studio guests today are Principal Sabrina Suber and Ginger Bates, one of our parents. Welcome.
Thank you.
Ms. Suber, you've been principal since the beginning of last year, and your school has garnered many achievements. For the benefit of those who may not have heard about any of them, and that's hard to believe, please share some of your successes.
Richland Northeast is an international baccalaureate world school, a national blue ribbon school, a red carpet school, a Dick and Tunky Riley School Improvement Award winner, and a Palmetto Gold Award winner. Richland Northeast has won first place in the National High School Model United Nations 21 times. And so we have many accolades that we have been awarded.
I know that's just the tip of the iceberg, so I'm sure that you have many more listed on your website, and folks can go there to really see what Richland Northeast is all about. Your campus has recently undergone a major facelift thanks to community support and passage of the 2008 bond referendum. You had great support from the school board and great financial management from our business services department. The front of the school really has been modernized and it displays a much more welcoming appeal. How would you describe the new look and feel of the school?
Well, you know, we just went under about an $8 million renovation. We have a new we have a new auxiliary gym. We also did some major work to our bathrooms. Every bathroom in the school was renovated as well. We have done renovations in our courtyard where we've landscaped, and now we have our palmetto trees inside of our school and throughout the school. I will also tell you that the main office underwent a renovation as well. And so now we have capitalized and we are reusing some space just to give the school a new, more 21st century school appearance look.
Well, I've noticed cars around town are sporting new magnets and a fresher looking Cavalier. On campus, there's new signage with your core values. What are some other little subtle changes that people might be noticing as a result of the new branding effort?
Well, if you visit our campus, we now have flags around our campus on our light poles, which indicate what our core values are. And so whenever our kids are around campus, they get a chance to see and visualize our core values, as they are a very important part of our day-to-day running of the school. But, you know, this summer we're going to be doing some other renovations where we are going to actually change the entrance of the school. We're going to have a new entrance. We're also going to have a new sports complex. And I think our spring sports are going to be so excited to see the new Cavalier complex.
Well, we were able to successfully redesign the logo using expertise from Joe Burke, the district's multimedia production manager. Ginger Bates, who is a Richland Northeast High School parent, just happens to have some expertise in marketing. As you know, when undertaking a branding effort, Ms. Bates, redesigning a mascot and logo, that's just a small piece of a larger puzzle. What was the goal of this whole initiative?
Well, the whole goal was to really take control of the message of what Richland Northeast said to the community in terms of quality, in terms of safety, in terms of lots of different areas. And with any brand, and Richland Northeast is a brand, and it is a product in terms of the education that the children receive here. It is important to have consistency in that product, and so that people know what to expect. And so we wanted to make sure that Richland Northeast was perceived, in particular, in the positive way that the folks here perceived Richland Northeast, but we felt that there was a discrepancy in the community in which it was, in how it was perceived. There were some negative connotations, and we wanted to correct that. So that was an overall look. It was not just the brand or the logo. It was, it was not just the tagline or the logo, but it was an overall understanding of what Richland Northeast stands for.
Tell us a little bit about what has gone into the branding process.
Okay. The SIC, which is an award-winning SIC here for Richland Northeast, and Sabrina wanted to really take charge of that image. And so they asked me to come in and to give them some advice, which I was happy to do. We first started off with an online survey so that we could look at and understand and benchmark how people perceived Richland Northeast. And we found some discrepancies in how the current students, faculty, and parents and alumni felt about Richland Northeast versus what they felt others in the community felt. From there, we used that information to do some focus groups with each of those areas, both alumni, students, current parents, and faculty and staff here at Richland Northeast. And we did a variety of things. We tested new logos that your communications area had worked on and come up with. And they also came up with ideas for taglines for the school. And we talked about the key communication messages and channels that we needed to address to make sure that we overcame any negative connotations for the school.
I know you used a Wordle to kind of illustrate what was being reported from the survey. Mm-hmm. What were some of the common words that kind of showed up from the survey?
Family, community, cavalier pride. Those were just came over and over and over, that this was a family atmosphere, that it was a safe place, and that people who have attended school here and currently attend school here love it and are excited about what's going on here.
You mentioned the new tagline, Richland Northeast, the right direction. Ms. Suber, why did you agree to go with that particular one?
Because I think it absolutely describes Richland Northeast. We consider ourselves to be a Cavalier family, and we do believe that what we're doing for our kids, we're making sure that they're heading in the right direction. And because we believe that that is so important, that tagline absolutely describes what we make an effort to do each and every day. So not only are we a family here, and if you talk to any one of our kids to describe, just ask them to describe Richland Northeast, they will say that we're a family. And so we pride ourselves in that. And so we ensure that they're heading in the right direction.
Well, we actually did talk to some of your students, and here's what they had to say.
I like Richland Northeast because, well, all the teachers are really friendly and they help a lot, and there's a lot of school spirit here.
That it feels like you're part of a family, because we've only been in our classes for such a short time, but I already feel like I'm close to a lot of the kids that I have classes with, even if I've never known them before coming to RNE.
Our school is definitely very lucky because we're the only school that's an IB World School in our district. And I think that's very special, and also it'll give many of our students great opportunities for college and careers in the future.
What I like best about Richland Northeast High School is probably the marching band. I'm the drum major for the marching band this year, and I really feel like, just a sense of community you get from it, doing something that's bigger than yourself. A big group of people getting together and making music, making shapes on the field, and it's really probably the best part of the day, best part of the week. Mr. Davis, our band director here, is absolutely wonderful.
I like the lunchtime activities. Those are really fun. The pep rallies. The teachers are nice here.
I think I like the diversity about RNE because you get to meet new people from all over the world. It's just a great place to meet new people and learn how to branch out.
The teachers care about not only what you're doing at school but at home too. So.
Teaching. The teachers are always they're always understandable. You can always understand what they're saying. The activities here are always the best. I like the activities a lot.
What I like best about RNE is that all the activities and all the groups that the students can join, it just really allows a student to find his or her place. It doesn't really allow them to feel like an outcast. This school is really set up for students to succeed. You know, our college and career center with Ms. Sanders is just absolutely amazing. Like I said, everybody just has no excuse to go to college, to not go to college, or to not, you know, succeed in life.
I like the fact that we have a very strong chess club. Yes, I'm the vice president this year. We are hoping to leave behind a legacy once I leave, that it will continue on.
The Chromebooks make everything a lot easier. They help with the notes, and it's easier to share information with the teachers and keep track with all of your information.
I love Richland Northeast High School because every class I've ever had, every teacher that's ever taught me, every interaction with students has been, in some sense, very positive. Like, I've never met a teacher who was not completely dedicated to his or her job. The students I've met here have impacted me in ways I didn't think they could. I never thought that I would be able to change as much as I have in the past 4 years with these people who I, do consider my family.
You have a great group of students here, Ms. Suber. Ms. Bates, earlier you were talking about some of the outcomes that have come out of the branding effort. And I know that there's a new ambassador program that you all are working on. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. In the focus groups, we tried to talk about the key points at which we needed to get the message out about Richland Northeast. And overwhelmingly, every group told us that middle school was a key time to do that for both parents and students. And so what we thought would be a great idea, and actually this came out of one of the student groups, they felt they wanted to be ambassadors for the school. They wanted to go out to the middle school, and they wanted to go out and speak for Richland Northeast and correct any misconceptions that might be out there, and show them and give them a person to look to as an example of what high standards Richland Northeast actually has. So.
What are some other things that may be resulting from this initiative?
Well, right now, outside of the ambassador program, we are also in the spring going to host a spring carnival where we invite the community to come to Richland Northeast and spend some time and get an opportunity to see some of the wonderful clubs and organizations that we have here, and have an opportunity to walk around our campus and see the beautiful upgrades. We are also going to be featured in an article in one of the local newspapers as we continue to discuss and let people know exactly what's going on at Richland Northeast. Earlier you talked about us being a well-kept secret, and I think that's what it is. I think that, many people do not know what we offer here at Richland Northeast, and so we're going to be in the community just sharing the wonderful things that are going on at Richland Northeast.
Well, we talked earlier about some of the physical improvements and upgrades and renovations continue to be a part of the growth here at Richland Northeast High School. Last summer, the Board of Trustees approved $4.4 million in additional funding for enhancements. Projects include upgrading cafeteria furniture, relocating the main entrance, overlaying the main parking lot, and adding new lights, painting the gym, and upgrading the media center. Executive Director of Operations Jack Carter spoke at length recently at a school board meeting about the new enhancements.
We developed this master plan based off the input that we received from the coaches and the staff, from faculty, and from the school board. And so what you will see here pretty much incorporates everything that was addressed. So go to the next slide. This is an aerial view of the school, current baseball, softball, football, soccer, lacrosse field, tennis courts, and the parking lot. If you could see it, you can see there are three curve cuts that you can see, and the main gate, which is the fourth curve cut. On the left side here, on the right side here, you see the bi-phase additions and renovations that we had given to y'all and y'all had approved. You funded just this first phase so far. Go to the next slide. This is the new master plan. What we've done is gone from 4 curve cuts on Brookfield to 2. We're going to keep the one that is currently by where the Sheriff's Portable currently is located, which we hope will move fairly soon. We've created a new entrance that is 2 ways out, 1 way in. It allows the school to better control the traffic in and out of their campus. Also new signage there, and I'll show you that in a minute. We took out the curve cut that is currently the current main gate entrance. It just really doesn't work very well there. There's actually a road right here that goes out the backside of the school, so it goes on the far away. So if there's a large event, you have several different ways of getting on and off the campus, which keeps it safe. We have already replaced the fencing all around the baseball and softball field, and they are pouring concrete as we speak. The colors don't show up very well here, but if you can see it, in the yellow is concrete that is either already poured or will be poured. We've not poured some of it because we don't have to tear it back out. We created a new greenway. This shows some expansions of the current football seating area. We have a new concession in softball, new concession in baseball. And if we'll go to the next slide, this is what the entrance to the multi-sports field look like. These are brick columns with decorative fencing. Same thing over here for for baseball. That's where the press box would sit. This is the backstop. This is the new gate. As you can see, as you come out, you can either make a left or right on Brookfield. You can only come in one way. And this is the brick columns and fencing. Go to the next, and you see a better shot of that. We kicked around for a long time what we wanted to put on these signs, but it was pretty easy to put Cavalier baseball on the baseball sign, but if you tried to put all the sports on the other sign that would need to be there, it would be just too busy, so we just went to Cavaliers. This is brick. This is a precast insert with the letters carved out, and we'll paint those so they'll really stand out. On the main new gate, again, a brick column. This thing is like 12 feet tall, pretty tall. This is, again, a precast insert on both sides. This one says Richland Northeast High School. This says International World, whatever it is. I'll get it right in a second. That long title that we just put up on the science building, which we're getting ready to put up on the gym. Then if we'll go to the next slide, and just to show you that this is the baseball concession stand. The softball is actually a mirror image of it. These reflect exactly what we did at Spring Valley. It's actually drawn by the same architect. And so this meets code and provides appropriate concessions, bathrooms, and storage on both fields.
Sounds like Richland Northeast is really getting a total and complete makeover.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we absolutely are. You know, we are, the board, has approved this initiative so that we can do some work on the facilities. We are upgrading our facilities. But I want to make sure that people understand that in addition to those facilities, we have many programs here that also provide students an opportunity to receive a wonderful education. We have 5 magnet programs with a focus on the arts, technology, journalism, and so there are many things in our academic life that are just as grand as these new facility upgrades. And so the facility upgrades will actually just continue to enhance what we already have.
I mean, with everything that's going on, the physical improvements, the International Baccalaureate World School designation, all of the wonderful things that are happening here, this school still continues to struggle with public perceptions that are negative. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think that the negative connotations actually comes from what people think and what they may have heard. Not so much from people who actually take the opportunity to come and visit us. So many times when we offer tours of our schools and families come to visit us, they recognize that this school is not what they may have heard about, that we actually have a wonderful community. Our students are great. Our faculties are, it's just what every school has, but because they have not visited our school, they haven't had the opportunity to experience what we do. And so a part of our plan is really to encourage people and invite people to come to Richland Northeast and just see it for yourself.
What are your thoughts, Ms. Bates?
I would agree with that. Again, back to our initial objectives, were to take control of the message. We felt that others had taken that message from us and were saying incorrect things about Northeast. So we wanted to make sure that we were clear on not only our strengths, but also room for growth. so that we can continue to make strides and changes for the positive, but also make sure that we let people know what a gem this school really is in this community.
What are some things that our community can do to help with the initiative?
Number one, they can come and visit. I think that's huge. And you know, you can't come to Richland Northeast without experiencing this love and this family atmosphere. There is no way that it can be denied. And so I think that just by coming to our school and taking a tour, speaking to our kids and speaking to our faculty, I think they'll get an opportunity to see exactly what we're doing. We love our kids, and I don't say that lightly. You know, I think our kids love us, you know, and you can just see it. I get so tickled every time we start to talk about Richland Northeast that, you know, it is a gem of a school. And so the community can actually take part by just giving us a chance and coming to visit us.
And I would concur with that. And really, there's so much opportunity for the business community and the community at large to come in and to provide mentorship for, you know, lots of different areas that they can get involved and invest in their own community through Richland Northeast.
In Richland Two, we are very fortunate to have so many parents and community members with expertise in a variety of areas that are being used to help move this district forward. Thank you, Ms. Bates, for sharing your talents and your time. Is there anything else that you would like to add at this point?
Only that Richland Northeast is truly headed in the right direction.
Ms. Suber, do you have anything additional that you would like to add?
Yes, I'd just like to add before we're through for today is that, you know, I would love to have the community become a part of our school improvement council, our education foundation. As a principal, I recognize that we need the community to embrace our school and actually come and sit to the table with us and help our kids achieve. There is no doubt that, you know, many of our students are faced with some challenges, and we need the community to help us. You know, not only are we providing these academic opportunities, we're really trying to focus on making our kids just good people. And that is so important to me, that we recognize that as a school that we tend to make sure that they are academically, you know, challenged, but we also want them to be able to leave our school and represent our school. And you could hear me saying to them at any time that you are a Cavalier and you will act as such when we're out in the community. And so they are ambassadors, but we're also looking for our community to be willing to partner with us, with our kids, to continue to give them every opportunity to be successful in their lives.
Well, thank you both for joining us, and thank you for watching. In Richland Two, your input and feedback are always welcome. If you have suggestions, comments, or show ideas, please call 738-3232. Ariston, the best of the best. Richland Two is Ariston.